Welcome, my friend. You are here because your mind feels heavy, because life stretches you thin, and you crave a path out of the storm. I will not waste your time with small talk. The truth is simple. Your stress comes from what you think should be, not what is, and today I will show you how Stoicism can free you from this invisible prison. Take a breath. Notice the thoughts that pull you into worry, into fear, into anger. See them clearly, as if they were leaves floating on a river. You do not need to chase them. You do not need to grab them. Consider this. No event in life has power over you, unless you give it power. A ship does not sink because of the waves, it sinks because it cannot steer. Your mind is the captain. Your attention is the rudder. The chaos outside need not become chaos within. Do not be fooled by what the world calls urgency. Your emails, your deadlines, your failures, they are not masters of your soul. They are lessons, tests, and opportunities to practice virtue. Virtue, one thing no storm can steal from you. Do you want peace? Begin there now. Understand this and let it sink in. Your suffering is often self-made. It is created by judgment, by expectation, by believing that life owes you comfort. Life owes you nothing. It gives you what it gives. And it asks only that you respond with clarity, courage, and wisdom. Imagine the mind of Marcus Aurelius standing in the Forum, watching turmoil around him. He faced plague, betrayal, war, and death, and yet he writes to himself, keep the divine within you safe. Let your spirit not be disturbed. Your challenge is no different. The world may rage, but your spirit can remain untouched. Here is the first step. Observe. When you feel stress rising, pause. Name it. Call it what it is. Do not add stories. Do not add judgments. See, I am feeling fear. I am feeling anger. I am feeling anxiety. Once named, it loses much of its power. Next, distinguish between what is within your control and what is not. The wind will blow. The sun will rise. People will speak. The market will fall. All of this is beyond you. Do not waste your mind on what you cannot command. Turn inward. Ask, what can I control here? What can I do rightly, wisely, and justly? Do that and stress loses its grip. Notice your attachment to things and examine them. Why does this matter so much? Why do you let the opinion of others govern your peace? Why do you let wealth, comfort, or reputation shape your happiness? All these things are fleeting, fragile, and often meaningless. If they rule you, you are no master of your life. You are a servant to the ever-changing world. Now, a second step, reframe. See obstacles as exercises, challenges designed to train your soul. A delay is an opportunity to practice patience. A betrayal is an invitation to practice forgiveness. A loss is a lesson in impermanence and detachment. This is not resignation, it is mastery. And here is something most people miss. Stress is often the result of living in the future. You imagine what might happen. What could go wrong? What others might say? You plan, you fear, you spin in circles. Return to the present. Face only what is in front of you. This moment is enough. This breath is enough. The rest is imagination, nothing more. Remember also, you are mortal. Every anxiety, every worry, every desire is fleeting. If you can see life as brief and fragile, small annoyances lose weight. A harsh word, a long line, a delayed email, they are dust on the wind. Do not let them soil your mind. Now, let us speak of emotions. Do not believe that Stoicism asks you to be cold. No, it asks you to be free. Free from impulsive rage, free from paralyzing fear, free from shame and resentment. You can feel deeply, but you do not need to suffer for it. Emotions are messages, not masters. Practice gratitude. Not the empty, Instagram kind of gratitude, but real gratitude for existence, for breath, for the chance to act rightly. Every morning, remind yourself, I am alive, I am capable, I am here to do what is good. This anchors the mind. Even when the storm rages. Do not expect life to be fair. It is not. The injustice you see is part of the natural order of things. You can either rail against it and be consumed, or accept it and rise above it. And rising above does not mean detachment from action. It means acting in the world without letting the world act upon you. Help where you can. Protect where you must. Speak truth, live honorably, and let the rest go. Here is another powerful tool. Practice voluntary discomfort. Walk a little in the cold. Fast a little from comfort. Endure small hardships willingly. This is training for the soul. When real difficulty arrives, you will meet it without panic. Your mind will be ready. Your heart will be calm. Ask yourself often, what can I do right now that is within my power? Nothing else matters. Your peace is built on the answer to this simple question. Now, notice the stories you tell yourself. We believe we must be loved by all, respected by all, admired by all. This is false. Virtue does not need an audience. Your inner life is your kingdom. Guard it fiercely. Do not be afraid of solitude. It is in solitude that you discover the mind's strength, the soul's depth. Silence teaches clarity, reflection teaches wisdom, and a strong mind is a peaceful mind. Remember, you are not your failures, you are not your anxiety, you are not your past. You are a living being capable of choice, capable of virtue, capable of growth, and even if the world breaks what you cannot control, your soul remains unbroken if you choose to hold it steady. Do not postpone this work. The mind that waits for perfect conditions never masters itself. Begin now, where you are with what you have. Train your attention, train your judgment, train your heart. When fear comes, greet it as a teacher. When anger comes, greet it as a signpost. When desire comes, greet it as a test. All these are opportunities for mastery, not punishment. And here is a subtle truth. The people you envy, the people you resent, the people you wish were different, they do not hold power over you unless you give it. Detach your approval from them, detach your happiness from them. Let them go and reclaim your mind. Practice reflection each night. Review your actions. Ask yourself, did I act rightly today? Did I respond with wisdom? Did I maintain my peace? Do this consistently, and your soul grows resilient. Your stress diminishes. Your life gains order. This is the foundation. Observe, distinguish, reframe, act rightly, detach, practice gratitude, endure willingly, reflect nightly. And even now, as you hear these words, notice a small shift, a breath deeper, a thought lighter, a spark of calm. This is the beginning. It is enough, but there is more ahead, a deeper understanding of how to wield your mind, how to transform daily stress into daily strength. In the next moments we will explore techniques that will anchor you when storms rise. We will examine the philosophy that turns fear into courage, anxiety into clarity, and chaos into order. Do not turn away. Do not distract yourself. The path is here, in these words, in your attention, in your choice. The first part of mastery is awareness. The second is practice. And the third, the one we will dive into next, is transformation. Now consider the power of choice more closely. Every moment presents a fork. Respond with fear or with courage. Respond with resentment or with forgiveness. Respond with panic or with calm. Life is composed entirely of these choices, invisible but potent. The mind that sees them, that recognizes the choice, begins to master itself. When adversity strikes, remember the stone. It is shaped not by the calm of still waters but by the river's force. You, too, are shaped by challenge, not by comfort. The storms that frighten you are not enemies. They are sculptors of character, and remember, the world is impartial. It treats the virtuous and the foolish alike. Neither wealth, nor beauty, nor position shields from misfortune. The difference lies not in circumstance, but in response. This is the essence of Stoicism. Understand this, my friend. Peace is not found in avoiding difficulty. It is found in meeting it. It is found in training the mind to remain steady, even as the world shakes around you. When someone speaks harshly, they do not injure you unless you consent. Anger is theirs. Your calm is yours. Do not hand it over. Hold it, protect it, cherish it, cherish it. Every morning remind yourself, today I may face ingratitude, insult, failure, and loss. These are not new. They are not evil. They are part of life. Prepare the mind, like a soldier preparing for battle. Yet do not confuse preparation with fear. Notice the small things that unsettle you. A delayed message, a broken promise, a loud noise. Observe how you react. The mind is trained in the ordinary moments, not only in the extraordinary. Mastery is built in daily discipline. Let us speak of desires. Most of your stress is born from wanting what you do not have, fearing what might happen, regretting what is past. These are chains. Break them by distinguishing between natural desires and vain ones. Desire virtue, wisdom, and courage. Do not desire wealth, approval, or status as a path to peace. These are fleeting. Virtue endures. Practice self-questioning relentlessly. When anxiety rises, ask, what is the truth here? What do I control? What am I imagining? This clarity cuts through confusion like a blade through fog. Do not fear death, for it is a natural event. Do not fear loss, for it is universal. Do not fear failure, for it is the teacher of growth. To fear these things is to add unnecessary weight to life. To accept them with composure is to walk freely. Consider the story of Epictetus. Born a slave, he faced oppression, hardship, and abuse. Yet he chose his mind. He claimed freedom through his own reason. He turned suffering into wisdom. You too can choose in this way. Focus on your own character. Do not envy the successes of others. Do not resent their failures. Their path is theirs. Yours is yours. Act rightly. Speak truth. Uphold justice. This is all that matters. Practice patience with yourself. You will falter. You will react poorly. You will feel fear, anger, and desire at times. This is human. Recognize it. Learn from it, and continue forward. Do not let one stumble become a reason for despair. Cultivate humility. The world is vast. Time is brief, and the mind is easily deceived. A humble mind is teachable. It learns from experience, from reflection, and from the wisdom of others. Do not be attached to outcomes. Action is your responsibility. Results are often not. Do good work. Do it well. Release the need for approval or recognition. This is freedom. And yet, do not mistake detachment for indifference. Care deeply, but without being consumed. Love and compassion are virtues, not chains. Act rightly for others, yet keep your own peace intact. Now, practice visualization. Imagine the worst that could happen, clearly and in detail. See it, feel it, acknowledge it, then ask, can I endure this? Can I meet it with courage? This is not pessimism, it is preparation, the sharpening of the mind. Consider your body and mind as allies, not enemies. Care for them, yes, but do not fear discomfort, fatigue, hunger, cold. These are temporary. They teach resilience. The mind that fears nothing external is strong. Recognize the impermanence of all things. Friends will leave, loved ones will die, success will fade. The mind that clings is miserable. The mind that embraces impermanence is free. When you are wronged, ask yourself, was this done intentionally or ignorantly? Was harm caused knowingly or by circumstance? Most suffering comes not from the act itself but from your judgment. Change your judgment, and you change your experience. Practice simplicity. Do not clutter your life with unnecessary desires. Do not fill your mind with trivial concerns. Focus on virtue, on wisdom, on actions that are meaningful. Now notice how the mind clings to the past. Regret is a silent thief. The past cannot be undone. The only place to act is now. Release what is gone. Act in the present. Similarly, do not be enslaved by the future. The future is uncertain. Planning is wise, but worry is foolish. Do what you can now with reason and integrity. Release the rest. When faced with anger, remember, anger harms you more than others. It clouds judgment, distorts perception, and drains energy. Respond with calm. Respond with reason. Respond with virtue. The storm loses power when the mind remains still. Practice meditation on mortality daily. This is not morbid. It is freeing. Life is brief. Time is precious. Use it wisely. In action, in virtue, in presence. Do not seek constant approval. Approval is fleeting, subjective, and often meaningless. Seek instead self-approval. Did you act rightly? Did you uphold your values? This is sufficient. When you face difficulty, ask, what can I learn? How can I grow? How can I meet this with strength? Every hardship carries a lesson, if the mind is willing. Remember, the universe does not conspire against you. Events are neutral. Your judgment colors them with meaning. Judge wisely. Judge calmly. Judge in alignment with virtue. Practice generosity, not for praise, but because it is right. Practice honesty, not for reward, but because truth is the foundation of peace. Practice courage, not for glory, but because fear is a leash. These actions fortify the mind and heart. Reflect often what is truly important. Is it wealth, fame, comfort, or is it integrity, wisdom, courage, and peace? Align your life with the latter, and stress loses its grip. Now, look at adversity as a teacher, not a punishment. Pain is instructive. Loss is instructive. Failure is instructive. Learn deeply, respond wisely, emerge stronger. Do not compare yourself to others. Comparison breeds envy and despair. Compare only to your past self. Are you wiser today than yesterday? Are you calmer today than yesterday? Are you more virtuous today than yesterday? Practice silence. Much of life's chaos comes from unwise speech. Hold your tongue when it serves. Speak only with clarity, purpose, and virtue. Do not chase fleeting pleasures. They bring temporary relief, not enduring peace. Seek the deeper pleasure of a mind at rest, a conscience clear, a heart steady. Notice how often you try to control what is uncontrollable. Let go. Focus on what is within your grasp, your actions, your choices, your judgments. This is where freedom lies. Practice reflection each evening. Review your day with honesty. Did you act with reason, with virtue, with composure? Learn, adjust, and rest in the knowledge that each day is a new opportunity, and now understand the subtle power of acceptance. Do not merely tolerate life's events. Embrace them. See them as part of the natural order. Respond with strength, calm, and clarity. Even when injustice occurs, remember it does not define you. Your response defines. You act rightly, act justly, act with courage, and here is the final thought for this part. You are not your circumstances. You are not your fear. You are not your anger or desire. You are the mind that chooses how to perceive, how to respond, and how to live. Guard this mind, train it daily, strengthen it through reflection, practice, and discipline. Stress cannot touch what is anchored in virtue. Fear cannot bind what is trained in reason. Chaos cannot enter where peace is deliberate. This is your foundation. Build upon it, live upon it, and know the path is difficult, but the journey is worth it. You are stronger than you realize. You are capable of peace, even amidst turmoil, and in the next part we will explore how to apply these principles to daily life, how to respond to others, how to face uncertainty, and how to maintain this calm amidst the chaos of the modern world. Do not leave now. The teachings you need are here. The strength you seek is within you, and the life you can live, free of unnecessary suffering, begins with these choices. First, notice your daily life. The moments that seem trivial are not trivial. Each interaction, each choice, each breath is an opportunity to practice virtue. Stress rises not only from great trials but from small, repeated lapses in attention. A harsh word, a distracted mind, an impatient sigh, these build tension over time. Train your mind to catch these moments. Correct them gently but firmly. Begin with your morning. Do not reach for your phone, your news, your distractions immediately. Sit in stillness, breathe. Ask, what is within my control today? How shall I act rightly? Set your intention. Anchor your mind before the world begins to tug at it. When a problem arises, ask, is this within my power? Can I act rightly here? If yes, act. If no, release. Do not let the mind fray over what cannot be changed. This distinction is the core of freedom. Consider your emotions. When anxiety rises, welcome it. Do not fight it. Do not run from it. Observe it. Ask, why does this feeling exist? What judgment gave it life? Identify the story your mind is telling itself. Then correct it. Replace panic with reason. Replace worry with action. Replace resentment with understanding. Notice how often fear hides behind words like must and should. I must succeed. I should be respected. I must avoid failure. These thoughts are chains. Replace them with truth. I will do my best. I will act with integrity. I will endure what comes with courage. Next, practice voluntary humility. Do not seek the spotlight. Do not crave recognition. Do good work quietly. The mind that depends on praise is fragile. The mind that depends on virtue is strong. When facing criticism, pause. Consider whether it is true, false, or irrelevant. If true, learn and correct. If false, let it go. If irrelevant, let it go. Do not react emotionally. Your peace is too precious to trade for someone else's opinion. When obstacles appear, name them clearly. Do not dramatize. Do not add fear. Call it what it is: a delay, a mistake, a difficult conversation, a loss. Once named, the mind can respond rationally. This is how stress is diminished. Practice gratitude throughout the day, not as a fleeting thought, but as a practice. See the roof over your head. See the food on your table. See the people who care, even in small ways. See your breath, your mind, your capacity to act. These are riches beyond measure. Now consider desire. Much stress arises from wanting what you do not have. Ask yourself, do I truly need this to live rightly? Does it aid my virtue? Desire that which strengthens your mind and character. Release that which enslaves you. This is freedom. When faced with anger, respond with pause. Do not speak immediately. Do not act immediately. Take a breath. Consider the cause. Consider your own role. Consider your own role. Then choose action that aligns with virtue. The storm outside cannot shake the calm within. Practice reflection. Nightly, review each action. Ask, did I act with wisdom? Did I act with courage? Did I act with integrity? Did I maintain my peace? Learn from lapses without judgment. Adjust tomorrow. Progress, not perfection, is the path. Now consider how you speak. Words are powerful. Do not speak to impress, to dominate, to argue. Speak to clarify, to uplift, to act rightly. Silence is often wiser than speech. Speech without virtue creates chaos. Speech with virtue creates order. Observe your attachments. Do not cling to status, wealth, or comfort. These are fleeting. Cling instead to reason, virtue, courage, and patience. These are lasting. This shift alone diminishes much stress. Practice voluntary discomfort regularly. Skip a meal. Walk farther. Endure the cold. Do this not to punish yourself, but to train resilience. When unavoidable hardship comes, you will meet it with calm, not panic. When facing uncertainty, anchor in what is known, your capacity to act, rightly. All else is speculation. Release the imagined fears. Act in alignment with reason and virtue. This is how the Stoic mind remains unshaken now. Turn to relationships. Do not expect others to behave as you wish. Do not try to control them. Instead, act rightly yourself. Show compassion, patience, and integrity. Others may respond with hostility or indifference. This is not your concern. Your responsibility is your own mind and actions. Practice forgiveness. Not because others deserve it, but because your peace depends on it. Grudge and resentment are chains. Release them, let them go. Your mind is too valuable to waste on anger. Consider the inevitability of change. All things pass. The beautiful, the painful, the joyous, the difficult, they are impermanent. Anchor in what endures, reason, virtue, and courage. All else is transient. When you encounter misfortune, ask, what is within my power here? How can I act rightly? How can I endure? Shift focus from complaint to action. This is the difference between suffering and resilience. Practice equanimity toward praise. Do not inflate your sense of self when praised. Do not collapse under criticism. Remain steady. The mind anchored in virtue needs no validation now. Consider your thoughts about the future. Most stress arises from imagining what may happen. Do not dwell on the unknown. Focus on what is present. Prepare, yes, but do not fret. Action now is all you control. Practice concentration. When performing a task, give it your full attention. Do not drift in thought. Do not succumb to distraction. Excellence is built in attention, not in multitasking. Observe your fears carefully. Ask, is this fear rational? Is it useful? Does it aid action? Many fears are illusions, built from habit and imagination. Expose them to reason, and they dissolve. Practice moderation. Do not indulge every desire. Do not avoid every challenge. Live in balance. This is the path to calm and clarity. Remember your mortality daily. Time is brief. Do not waste it in petty stress, resentment, or obsession with trivial matters. Live meaningfully, act rightly, love wisely, turn obstacles into exercises. A rude person, practice patience. A setback at work, practice resilience. A delay, practice composure. Every challenge is training. Every difficulty is opportunity. Now reflect on your own mind. Most suffering comes not from events, but from perception. You see things through distorted lenses. Correct the lens. Observe reality as it is. React with reason, not judgment. Practice compassion, not because it is demanded, but because it is virtuous. Help when you can. Speak kindly, act justly. Your virtue is yours, independent of others' behavior. Let go of what you cannot change. Waste not energy on impossible control. Direct energy to action, reflection, and self-mastery. This is where power lies. Anchor in the present. Do not dwell on past mistakes. Do not obsess over future outcomes. The present is all you truly possess. Use it wisely. Practice self-discipline daily. Resist impulses that weaken the mind. Choose reason over habit. Choose virtue over comfort. Choose calm over reaction. When life is chaotic, remember, you are not your surroundings, you are the mind that observes them. Maintain clarity, maintain virtue, maintain peace. Exercise patience with yourself. Progress takes time. You will falter, you will make mistakes. Learn, adjust, and persist. This is the path of wisdom. Practice reflection on impermanence. Everything changes. Loss, failure, joy, and success will pass. Anchor in what remains. Reason, virtue, courage. These cannot be taken. When anger rises, pause. When fear rises, breathe. When desire rises, observe. Respond deliberately. This is how the Stoic mind is trained. Do not fear solitude. In silence, the mind grows strong. In reflection, the heart gains depth. In calm, the soul finds clarity. Practice acceptance. Accept what comes without complaint. Accept what cannot be changed without resistance. Act rightly where you can. Endure where you cannot. Every choice matters. Every action matters. Every thought matters. Train them carefully. Guard them fiercely. When stress arises, ask, what is the truth of this moment? What is within my power? How shall I act rightly? Shift focus from complaint to action. This is freedom. If you have followed this journey so far, you have seen the foundation of Stoic thought unfold before you. You have learned to observe, reflect, and act with clarity. Now, we move toward transformation. The application of wisdom is what turns knowledge into peace. Begin by examining your day. Notice how stress arises, how emotions sway, how distraction pulls your attention. See the patterns clearly. Do not judge, only observe. This is the first step to change. When you encounter difficulty, ask, What can I do that is within my power? How can I act rightly? Do this consistently. The world will throw challenges, but the Stoic mind stands firm. This is not arrogance, it is training. It is mastery of the self. Notice the voice within, the one that complains, fears, and resents. Do not suppress it. Do not obey it blindly. Listen carefully, then correct it with reason. Replace panic with perspective. Replace judgment with clarity. Replace resentment with understanding. Now consider your routines. Daily habits shape the soul. A morning of reflection and intention strengthens the mind. A night of review and calm reinforces virtue. Small, repeated actions create resilience. Consistency is the true path to mastery. When you face adversity, name it, call it what it is. Do not dramatize. Do not embellish. Say, this is a setback, this is difficulty, this is temporary. Once named, the mind can respond rationally. This diminishes stress. Practice compassion actively. When someone errs, consider their ignorance, their struggle, their humanity. Respond not with anger, but with understanding. This is not weakness, it is wisdom. It strengthens the heart and mind. Reflect on impermanence constantly. Everything changes. Life is fleeting. Do not cling to status, comfort, or approval. These are illusions. Anchor instead in virtue, courage, wisdom, and integrity. Practice voluntary discomfort regularly. Endure minor hardships intentionally. Skip a meal. Walk farther than comfortable. Sleep on a simple bed. These small trials prepare the mind for the inevitable storms of life. When hardship comes, you will meet it with composure. When fear arises, confront it, name it, understand it, examine its source. Ask, is this fear rational? Is it within my power to act? Act wisely. Fear loses power when faced with reason. Now consider the judgments you make. Most suffering arises not from events, but from your perception of them. Question your judgments. Correct them with reason. Observe reality as it is, not as your mind distorts it. Practice patience relentlessly. The world moves at its own pace. People act unpredictably. Events unfold without concern for your comfort. Meet this reality with calm endurance. Patience is strength. Do not seek constant validation. Approval is fleeting. Virtue is enduring. Measure yourself by your actions, your integrity, your reason. This is sufficient. Notice how often you chase what is unnecessary. Fame, wealth, recognition, comfort. These enslave the mind. Release them. Seek instead wisdom, courage, moderation, and justice. These are treasures that cannot be taken. Practice reflection nightly. Ask, did I act with wisdom today? Did I uphold virtue? Did I maintain calm? Learn from errors without self-pity. Adjust tomorrow. Progress is built through persistent, deliberate effort. When anger or resentment arises, pause. Observe its origin. See the truth. You are not harmed by the act itself, but by your judgment. Respond with reason. Release emotion that clouds clarity. Now, engage in gratitude. See what is present. A roof, food, breath, loved ones, capacity to act rightly. These are riches beyond measure. Daily gratitude strengthens resilience. When disappointment strikes, ask, what is in my power here? What action aligns with virtue? Shift focus from complaint to purposeful response. This is the difference between suffering and mastery. Notice attachment to outcomes. Stress arises from desire for results beyond control. Detach from results. Focus on effort, integrity, and reason. This is freedom. Practice silence deliberately. Much chaos arises from unwise speech. Speak only with clarity, purpose, and virtue. Words are tools. Misuse them and they wound. Misuse them and they distract. Master them and they build order. Now embrace impermanence fully. All joy, pain, loss, and gain are temporary. Anchor your mind in what endures. Reason, virtue, courage, wisdom. Let the rest flow past. When you encounter hardship, remember, this is training. This is opportunity. This is the universe shaping you into strength. Meet difficulty with courage, patience, and clarity. Practice detachment carefully. Do not be numb, but do not be enslaved. Care, act, love, but do not surrender your peace. This balance is the essence of Stoic life. Now, consider reflection deeply. Every evening, review your thoughts, actions, and words. Ask, did I uphold virtue? Did I maintain clarity? Did I act with courage? This is not self-criticism. It is training. It is mastery. Face death, loss, failure, and disappointment daily, in imagination. Visualize worst-case scenarios. See that you can endure them. This prepares the mind to act wisely when reality tests you. When fear, desire, or anger arises, pause, observe, question, respond with reason. Do not react impulsively. The Stoic mind is deliberate. Practice moderation in all things. Avoid excess. Avoid deficiency. Seek balance. This stabilizes the mind and body. When the world is chaotic, anchor in the present. Do not dwell on past wrongs. Do not obsess over future uncertainty. Focus on the here, the now, and act rightly. Notice that stress often arises from comparison. Do not compare yourself to others. Measure yourself only by your own virtue and growth. Comparison weakens. Self-awareness strengthens. Practice voluntary simplicity. Reduce unnecessary desires. Seek what is necessary, what is virtuous, what is meaningful. This clears the mind. This calms the heart. Now reflect on adversity as instruction. Every difficulty carries a lesson. Every loss teaches resilience. Every failure provides insight. Approach life as a student, constantly learning. Practice generosity without expectation. Speak truth without fear. Act with courage without pride. These actions fortify the mind and spirit. When you feel overwhelmed, return to breath. Return to reason. Return to what you can control. Stress cannot enter where clarity resides. Practice reflection and intention together. Morning, set purpose, plan, action, anchor mind. Evening, review, adjust, learn, release. This rhythm builds mastery. Over time, now understand your mind is the captain of your life. External events cannot dictate your peace. Your judgments, actions, and reason alone hold that power. When fear arises, meet it with courage. When desire tempts, meet it with moderation. When anger swells, meet it with patience. This is the Stoic path. Do not fear solitude. In stillness, the mind strengthens. In reflection, the heart deepens. In calm, the soul is free. Practice acceptance daily. Accept what you cannot change. Act wisely where you can. Release attachment to the rest. Anchor in virtue, courage, wisdom, and integrity. These are constant. All else is temporary. Now, turn to others with patience and understanding. Do not expect perfection from them. Act rightly yourself. Compassion and reason guide interactions, not judgment or expectation. Practice daily humility. Recognize limits. Recognize mortality. Recognize impermanence. A humble mind is teachable. A teachable mind is free. When challenges arise, ask, what can I do that is right? What can I endure with courage? Action and endurance are the twin pillars of Stoic mastery. Notice small victories. Every moment of composure, every deliberate choice, every virtuous act is progress. Celebrate quietly. Let it reinforce the mind, not inflate the ego. Practice patience with all things. The world moves slowly, unpredictably, often unfairly. Meet it with calm. This is strength. When stress arises, return to observation. Name it, analyze it, act from reason. This diminishes its power. Anchor daily in reflection, moderation, acceptance, and action. These are the tools that make the mind resilient. These are the foundations of a Stoic life. Now, understand, mastery is ongoing. It is not a destination. It is a practice, repeated daily, patiently, deliberately. And as you practice, notice the transformation. Your reactions soften. Your judgments clarify. Your peace deepens. Your life becomes lighter. Your mind becomes free. Now, my friend, if you have found these teachings valuable, let them spread. Comment below. Share your experience. Engage with others who walk this path. Subscribe to this channel to continue this journey of wisdom. Share this video, for someone else may need these teachings today. Remember, Stoicism is not just philosophy. It is practice. It is life lived deliberately. It is the training of the mind to face all things with clarity, courage, and calm. Anchor yourself daily. Observe, reflect, act rightly, detach, endure, learn, grow. This is freedom. This is strength. This is peace. The world will always be unpredictable. People will always act as they do. Events will always occur beyond your control. But your mind, your reason, your choice, they remain yours. Protect them, train them, guard them fiercely. Live each day as if it is both your first and your last. Act rightly, speak wisely, love compassionately. Stress diminishes when virtue guides action. Peace grows when the mind is anchored in reason. Strength arises when hardship is met with courage. And now, continue this path daily. Reflect each morning, act each moment with deliberation. Review each evening. This is the life of the Stoic. This is the life of freedom. Remember, you are stronger than fear. You are wiser than confusion. You are capable of peace in chaos. You are capable of growth in hardship. Anchor in reason. Anchor in virtue. Anchor in courage. Anchor in courage. Anchor in gratitude. Anchor in reflection. And let this be your daily guide. Let it shape your mind. Let it strengthen your heart. Let it free your soul. Share, comment, and subscribe to continue walking this path with others. Teach what you have learned. Live what you have learned. and let Stoic wisdom be your companion in every moment.